I think it's live. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Let's get the comment section up. Let's go. If you want to introduce yourself again, because no one doesn't know you.
Should we go?
Wait, it's not working.
Me?
Oh,
Yeah, you.
Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Spoopy Hall. My booktube channel is also Spoopy Hall. My actual name is Holly. I always forget to say what my actual name is. My actual name is Holly. It's well, technically yes. One day I will get it changed. And I don't know what else to say, so I'm going to pass it on that way.
Hello, my name is Meg and I'm from the channel Creative Fiction.
Nice. Me next?
There we go. Your turn, Kate.
Yes, perfect. Hello, everybody. It's morning in New Zealand, so hello from the future. I'm Caitlin from Kate Literature. Also, I see Jamie is here. Hello, Queen.
Oh my god. Oh, yeah.
I'm Tazmyn from the channel Two Books and Tazmyn. Sorry, my best friend is obsessed with New Zealand, so I had to just tell her right then. I was like, oh, Caitlin's from New Zealand. She's a Kiwi. She's a fan of Flight of the Conchords, which is her entire basis of
stunning.
creation of
I love that program.
and personality. Yes, just Kiwi people are better than everybody else. I'm drinking rooibos tea, which I feel like is very important for everybody to know. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Big gin.
On the gin.
I've already had a glass of Prosecco, so we're going to alternate one and one.
I am drinking pink Malibu, which is just a really sickly colour, but at the same time,
Pink
it's great.
Malibu.
It's like pink lemonade mixed with Malibu. It's in a can. It's great. I love it very much.
I know which one.
No.
And that's all you need to know about me, really, I suppose. But also, I am Beth, and you can find me everywhere as Books Nest.
Nice.
Also, her favourite colour is yellow, in case you couldn't tell.
From the wall and the chair.
I love it.
On brand. I have the same armchair as you, Beth.
Oh, it's IKEA standard, isn't it? It's great.
It's so good, isn't it?
I want it.
It's so good. The footstool is a must with it as well.
Oh, I didn't get the footstool and I regret everything, honestly.
So,
Jodie, what about you? There might be people that have come from our channels. Why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Judy, and I'm from Melanie.
And if anyone hears a motorbike sound, that's Spoop's laptop.
Stop. It's so embarrassing.
I think it's literally like a motorbike or a car or something.
No, it's the saddest part is that I can't even hear it.
That's so funny.
It's a bit like an air raid siren more than a motorbike, I think.
I'm just going to put this on my Instagram. So everyone wants to smile.
Oh, yes, do promo.
There we go. Happy days.
Spoops, it's so loud.
What can I do? What can I do? Tell me what I can do.
Just let me make fun of you for the next 2 hours. I feel like that'll cover it.
Is it really disruptive?
Not really.
I could just mute myself until I decide I want to speak.
Oh, no. I'm sure we'll all survive the sound.
Someone thought it was an airplane.
No! Right. I don't know what I can do about it other than apologise profusely.
Right, so what is everybody reading tonight?
I am reading The Wanted Future Witches on my Kindle, and I'm going to finish it in this live show.
That is
close to the
nice.
end.
I'm definitely not going to finish mine, but I want to make a dent in it because it's a big book. What's everybody else reading?
I'm reading Mask of Mirrors, which I just started today, so there's no chance I'm going to finish it because I'm there and it is chonky and it's heavy. I don't know if I'm going to get into it or not yet, but it's big.
How many pages have you read so far?
32
Solid.
out of 632.
Oh,
Nice. That's chunky.
Yeah, it's pretty hefty.
I started reading The Duke and I, which is the first book in the Bridgerton series.
Yes, you
because
did. Oh my god.
Of course I had to. 99p on Kindle at the moment, everybody. I'm 30% through. Brit from Basically Brit is she's just finished the 3rd book. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I love it already so much. It's not as good as the TV show. If anyone's watched the TV show, the characters are nowhere nearly as developed and like well fleshed out. But I'm treating it as like a bonus to the TV show, if that makes sense. And I'm just having a great time. Thank you very much.
Exactly.
I haven't watched it yet anyway. So I'm well behind.
I've seen TikTok musicals of it, and that's all I've seen. But they've been very good, the TikTok musicals.
TikTok musicals.
Oh, there's this one that was circulating around Twitter, and the guy has the creamiest voice I've ever heard. Ever.
Creamy voice.
Yeah, it's silky and creamy.
That is not okay.
I'm thinking of creamy in a different way, so.
Yeah, I'm like, he has the creamiest voice.
Yes. Anything that you think is on you.
What about you, Caitlin and Meg?
I am also on the Kindle today, and I am reading Vampire Academy, which I've never read before. But the first one, yeah. My friend Jamie read them when she was younger. She loves them, so she's like, we're buddy reading them this year. And I was just expecting to have some trash fun, but what the heck, it's so good.
Really?
Yes.
I literally love. It's so easy to read as well.
Yes.
It's YA, isn't it? It's just so easy through.
I do also have Pride and Prejudice. We'll see.
Yes. I'm happy.
I really need to catch up with Pride and Prejudice. I'm so behind. What about you, Meg? What are you reading?
I am reading The Ringmaster's Daughter by Carly Shabowski, and I have under 100 pages left, so I should finish it this evening.
Nice.
I'm loving it. It's so good.
Can I quickly ask what Caitlin and Meg's Instagrams are so I can tag you in this?
Yeah, it's Kate Literature. So CAIT and then the word literature.
Thank you. And what's yours, Meg?
Mine's just Pride and Fiction.
Pride and Fiction.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Play on Pride and Prejudice.
I feel like I need to get a lighter book now. You guys are all nearly finishing books.
I'm definitely not finishing mine today.
I'm looking at Heartstopper Volume 2, and I'm tempting me.
Yes, because Volume 4 is coming out soon.
Oh, is it?
Is that in May?
I might reach for that if this doesn't completely grab me.
Yes, definitely.
It's so good.
Is this the first time you're reading them?
Yeah, I reread Heartstopper 1 this week because I hadn't read it for ages, and now I'm ready for the rest of them.
Oh, so precious. The first one's still my favorite. I gave the first one 5 stars, and then the next 2 4 stars, and then the 2 novellas I also gave 4 stars.
I love the novellas. Yeah, I seem to have read it in the wrong order.
Shadows. I really need to read some of these Cassandra Clare books. I've literally read the first 3 books in the Shadow of Wonder series, the more recent ones, and that's it. I've not read any of the books yet.
I've read bits from each series, but not I can't bear Jace, so I just never.
Oh my god, I hate him. I literally hate him. I don't really like Barry either, but I hate Jace.
He's so arrogant.
Yeah. I'm not in an attractive, cool, just arrogant and annoying.
Honestly, Jace has rights.
He's what?
He has rights. He's hot.
No.
Amy Campbell Bower, hello.
Oh, I can't stand him. I don't know what it is, but I tried to physically reread the first book, Immortal Instruments, and because of Jace, I just couldn't. I literally could not do it to myself. I had to keep the audio to get through it because I don't know what it is. I just absolutely can't stand this character.
I want to read the later ones.
Completely agree.
I have the Clockwork series.
Yeah, exactly.
Hard to fit.
I want to read the Final Crisis, but I don't want to deal with reading the Mortal Instruments first.
I think I'm gonna same with the Leigh Bardugo Grisha books. I think I'm gonna read the later ones that everyone generally says are better, and then if I really like them, I'll go back and read the original ones.
You do not need to read the trilogy to read Six of Crows.
Cool.
Yeah, I
Nice.
really am not a fan of the Shadow and Bone trilogy. I can't stand it. It's so
Somebody said they're starting a little life today. I'm sending you emotional support.
Oh God, it's so sad.
And Jamie also said she's reading Girl, Woman, Other, which is stunning. Has anyone else read it? It's so good.
I've read
It's on my
the bit of it.
TBR. It is on my TBR cart right there, but I haven't picked it up yet.
Nice.
I need to.
I'm too scared to read that book. I feel like it would disappoint me.
I like it. I sort of like it, but it hasn't grabbed me. I think I'm less than 100 pages in still, but I'm
Yeah.
like, all right. Most of the characters I just find really irritating. The writing is very like experimental, and I'm sort of digging that. But the characters, I'm just like, the daughter needs to get the fuck over herself. You're not.
Yeah,
you're not
everyone's
shit.
pretty-
And then,
Yeah, everyone's pretty like flawed. That doesn't
Yeah.
really change.
But
But,
not
I think
like
they're definitely
just-
interesting.
not just flawed. Like to me, they seem like shit, toxic people. Like they're not just like, at least from the little bit that I've read, they seem like people that I wouldn't necessarily want in my life.
Mm.
Like I'm.
Is that the
obviously
point
no one's perfect.
of the book?
Maybe,
Or-
probably.
I've
but
not read
I
it, so-
personally don't like reading about people that I wouldn't want to know in real life, unless they're like baddies, because then they're sort of people that it's interesting to know about. But
Right.
Sort of
I think,
day-to-day
it's
people,
definitely
I'm
going
like,
for like authenticity of like people not being perfect, I guess.
But not
I'm
just
just
not
like,
being perfect,
toxic,
being
like-
shit.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are though, unfortunately.
This is true. Humanity.
Oh, I'm so worried about reading this because I'm like over halfway, and I was speaking to Liz before, and she was saying like I'm about to start getting to some of the stuff and stuff, and I'm just like, if I'm gonna be reading this on a live show, and it's gonna be a bit awkward and a bit embarrassing because my reactions are just gonna be like, I'm scared. I'm genuinely scared of what's gonna happen in this book. I'm so scared.
It's worth it.
Oh,
You can be like, I need some alone time.
One of my friends on a live recently actually like closed her camera because she was crying. So she was reading a Patrick Ness book. And I texted her when her camera went black. I was like, are you okay? She was like, yeah, it's just the book. I'm just crying. And she came back and just makeup all down her face.
oh my god.
Obviously, Patrick would do that to you.
Someone said I'm going to cry at this. I think it was in the comments, and now I'm a bit scared.
What are you
Like-
reading again? My brain stopped.
The Once and Future Witches.
Oh,
I
okay.
really want to read that. Simply
I didn't know it was going to be sad at the end, but I guess we'll find out if you see me crying.
It could
I'll
be
keep my
really
camera
happy. I cry happy sometimes. Sometimes if it's epic at the end, I'm just like, they've all come together and I can't deal with it.
That Rick's comment is about Girl, Woman, Other, by the way.
Yes.
I'm like,
I'm trying to quickly click through the comments, but I can never keep up. Hello. I think we're all from the UK, aren't we? Except for Caitlin, so.
what time is
Yes.
it in New Zealand right now?
It is 13 minutes past 8 in the morning.
And you've got a full
I-
face of makeup on.
I wouldn't even be
Mhm.
awake yet.
No.
I was telling because I was like, I don't know if I want to join, but then I was like, yes, I'm going to commit and join. And I was telling Jodie, I woke up before my alarm. Like, thank you.
Literally, it's a case of, like,
Your body was like,
on this live stream. There we go.
hi Emily. Good, thank you.
Good, good. I have
I'll tell you
gin.
something
so-
that's made me very good. Spoops, my cuddly jumper has finally arrived. The one that-
Yes,
So
yes.
they're like hoodies, but they're
Yes!
oh my god, you're wearing yours too. Of course, we got it in these colors. It's the comfiest thing in the whole wide world. I'm too warm to wear it right now, but it's so soft, and it like nearly comes down to my knees. It's amazing.
Yes.
I love it so much.
I feel like Palpatine.
Oh my god, yes. And I also got a weighted blanket from the same company. It's like really, really affordable because some of them are really expensive. And like, I don't know if you guys know, but weighted blankets, they kind of help release the same sort of, what's it called, oxytocin, the same like hormones that you get when someone hugs you and stuff, so it helps with anxiety. And honestly, I've just been so happy for the last few days just with this blanket on top of me. It fucking works. What? I didn't
works.
expect it. It
Right.
really works.
I need one of
I've been
those.
tempted by that. Wait, hold it up, Taz. Is it like a nice looking one as well? Yeah.
It looks heavy.
It is heavy. Bless, Jess brought up the parcels and she was like, that thing is like 5 kilos. What on earth is it? I was like, I'm so sorry. But yeah, it's nice. There were quite a few colours, but I went with this one just because it would go with more stuff around the flat. But I think they have a yellow one. So I think you're good.
Sold.
I really want to get a weighted blanket, like so bad. I've had like such bad insomnia as well. Like the last week, like I genuinely had like 8 hours sleep like the whole week.
Oh jeez.
Horrible. I literally just can't sleep. I don't know what it is. It's just like great.
Do you watch ASMR?
Do I what?
Do you watch ASMR?
No, I've tried like doing things like that. I tried listening to like I tried listening to like different like relaxing sounds and like chamomile tea before bed and nothing like literally nothing. But
I've seen a lot of people have issues with sleep. My theory is that we're not stimulating our brains enough during the day in the same way that we used to. So when we go to bed, we're not necessarily thinking, rest, because during the day we're not doing as much. That's my thought.
I'm tired though because of the lockdown. I have like no energy at all.
I'm staying up way later. I think, I don't know, because I don't have to commute to work anymore. I'm just in my flat. But yeah, I'm also suddenly realizing how hot having a ring light on you is. I'm freezing in my flat normally, and now I'm just like, because the ring light, this is a good solution.
I usually this is because I started my full-time job in November, so already that is just like way more exhausting than anything I've been used to for a very long time. It's like a 9-to-5 job, whereas before I've always worked in theatres and bars, so that's like nighttime jobs. But also, I'm one of those, I'm majorly extroverted, so I get stimulated from seeing other people. And because
I couldn't tell.
But so, obviously Jess is amazing, thank you for being in my life. But, I'm used to seeing loads of people all the time, and so my brain's just sort of...
I'm really extroverted as well, It's weird. Because I can talk to people online.
And you live by yourself now, don't you? Yeah,
it's really weird because I totally need other people. As soon as I talk to my mum, I'm like, so this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened.
Yeah.
Well, I'm an introvert. I like being at home, to be fair. I'm happy to be at home, books, cup of tea, my dog. I'm good to go. I'm happy. Being having to socialise.
I just can't wait until we can go back out because, since I've moved, I'm now 40 minutes from London, and I'm so desperate to be able to just walk to the train station and get to London and just be there. It was 2 hours away, and now I'm just so much closer. I'm just I want to go.
You know I live in London, right?
I live 4 hours away from London.
We can make it work.
I live
can get a
48 hours flying away from London.
I think she wins with how far away from London she is.
Hi, Rebecca.
Hey.
How many sprints are we doing? I don't know. Let's see how we go. I want to try and do more than we did in the last live.
Nice.
Last time when I did the live, we were talking for an hour before we did any sprints, and I just felt good. So
everyone's just so interesting.
Yeah.
New York. Nice.
Somewhere else I would like to visit.
I desperately need to go back to New York and LA.
I've never been to America. I'm so dying to go.
Neither have I.
Group trip.
But yeah, I've done Canada and Montreal, but not America.
Thank you.
Easily.
Drop the link. For
it's not an electric blanket, it's a weighted blanket. I can't comment on here, so if I put it in the private chat, can you copy it?
Mm-hmm. Isn't it just cuddle.ly?
Yeah.
Cud.ly.
KUDD.ly.
There you go, everybody. Put it in the chat.
They're on Instagram.
When I click off it, or is my camera gone off? I have no idea.
You know your camera's still there. I put it on the private chat on here. Sorry.
Right. Okay.
I put it in the. I put it right there. Look. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Spoops is on it.
Yes.
Oh my god, they're really reduced at the moment as well. Bloody hell, that's a huge reduction.
It's insane.
I live in this thing. That's all I'm
I
saying.
want the weighted blanket. I'm very tempted by them.
Pass me my chewing gum, it's taking a
Does anybody know any Victorian or Royal Strike books with not huge amount of fantasy or something like that? Ooh.
I don't know about Victorian. I've got like 1920s books, but apart from that, not really.
The only books I can think of that I've read, which like set in the Victorian era, would be like the Stalking Jack the Ripper books, so it's kind of not really bad.
There's one that Megan from Meg with Books read recently, which is Stalking Jack the Ripper vibes. Fuck, I'm gonna find what it's called because it's one of her new favorite books, and it follows characters. There's Spooks' motorbike again.
I heard it then, and I thought Tazmyn's gonna say something. Try me.
And it follows like women from literature, from like Victorian era books, and it follows like the children of the famous characters and stuff. And I think Sherlock and Watson make an appearance at one point, and they're like detective. I'm gonna find it. You guys keep going.
I like the art.
Yeah.
So cool.
It sounds amazing. It's a young
That sounds like a book about books.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at my shelves thinking Victorian, but
I think I read a Victorian graphic novel recently, but it's really smutty.
Tell us.
Well, it was for my book club, and it's called Letters for Lucado, and I think it's Victorian era, and it's about a 60-year-old man and a vampire, a romance between them two. And I think it's book 1 in a 4-book series, but it's very smutty, and it's a graphic novel, so there's pictures of things in there.
Do you mean willies?
Yes, maybe some balls and stuff. And I didn't know it was smut until I'd already chosen it for my book club, so everyone laughed at me.
Amazing.
So embarrassing.
it's only embarrassing if you make it embarrassing. Just own the balls. It's fine.
Yes, I knew there was balls in this, obviously.
That's it. The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter. I think
I've
that
heard
might be the
that.
one.
I'm sure that's on like one of my wish lists or something.
I'm just looking at Megan's Goodreads now because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, loads of people are saying it's that one.
I think it is.
Okay, that looks good.
Ooh, I really want to read this. Let's be really, really good. Then if I piece of art over there.
If anyone has Scribd, I think Megan listened to it on Scribd. The Alchemist's Daughter one. What?
Yeah, adding that one to a wish list.
I have not read the book.
Neither.
Rick
No,
just said
it's
it's set
not.
during World War II.
Yeah, World War II.
Yeah.
No,
The only Victorian ones I can think of is the Infernal Device. Is that the Victorian ones from?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm intrigued now. I love anything that's like set in the Victorian era.
Just try, like literally nothing I've got. I don't really find that era as interesting to read from.
See, I read like I read Victorian lit as in like from the Victorian era. I don't know if that. I don't feel like that's what that person is asking for.
Yeah.
Though.
I know, like Shakespeare.
Yeah.
The library.
Did you just say
Victorian.
Shakespeare?
Shak-
For Victorian era.
Tazmyn was ready.
Oh,
Is the Invisible Library Victorian? Because I know that's steampunky.
I don't know
Wait,
that
what?
book.
Like the Genevieve Cogman?
No, I'm not sure about that
Well,
one.
maybe that one. Have a look at that one, the Invisible Library.
Oh wait, I know which one you know actually. Because like it's like 5 books in the series. I think
Yeah.
I can kind of. I'm not crazy.
I read the first and then never the rest.
There was a
I've finished
book.
with this already. Oops.
I'm gonna say the synopsis, and other people can say what the name is, because
Fun game.
people seem to be good at that. There's a book, a modern book set in Jane Austen's time, of someone reading Jane Austen's novels as they're coming out, and then this young lady from that era like tries to work her love life like inspired by Jane Austen's books, but so it's like it was written recently, but it's fully set in that time as though like Jane Austen's like a new current author sort of thing.
Cool. I always
Anyone
think
knows
about
the
that,
name,
how
that'd
like
be
when classics like came out, they were contemporaries. It blows my mind.
Yeah.
Who is on script?
Love me some script.
Oh, Dangerous Alliance, Hetty said. I've read that. That might be it. I don't know if it's Victorian.
Oh, yes, Dangerous Alliance. Sorry.
Yeah, I read that last year. It's really good.
I've actually got that. That's on my M21 books.
I remember seeing you.
I totally forgot that book existed.
Yeah, that's by Jenny Cohen. Is that the author that someone else just mentioned? No.
It's the author of the book. It's really good. I don't know if that's. I don't know. It's Jane Austen time there.
Is it this one?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the
Yeah,
one. That's the one.
Pretty.
I really need to read it. I've had it for so long now. It's still not
It's
read it.
really good, Jodie. It's more action-packed than I thought it would be, but it's really good.
It's really good because it sounds like there's like this like underlying plot trying to like kill the main character or something kind of vibe I got from synopsis. So I really want to read it.
I didn't know that.
No, it's good.
There's also, I just got actually in Tesco's, so it was very cheap. The Other Bennet Sister, which is of course a retelling of Pride and Prejudice.
Oh,
It's just come out in paperback, but it's following Mary Bennet, who's the one that's like the bookworm, the one that doesn't really
like
care
emo
about
one.
or anything.
that's
The
so
emo
bad.
one. But because of course when we read from like Lizzie and Jane's perspective, the dad's like a legend, he's really funny, when actually to Mary he's horrible. So it's really it sounds so interesting. Apparently it's an absolutely fantastic book. It's adult literary fiction.
It's really
That
big.
is my vibe, so I'm very excited about
That sounds so good.
Wow, I need to read that.
that. Aww.
And yeah,
I would not
check
describe
Tesco's.
me as cool.
Yes,
Comment.
not you. I'm
Cool's the last
not cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't describe Spooks as cool either.
Oh, thanks, Karis.
What time should we sprint in? 3 minutes now at 1:30? Should we say how long do you want to do this for? 20 minutes? What's everyone feeling?
I don't mind.
I don't mind.
Either 20 or half an hour. Everybody vote in the
Even
comments.
20.
Yeah, should we start with 20 and then
Yeah.
bump it up from there?
Take the light off when we'd sprint.
I'm hoping I can get the time. I think I can get because every time I try to put it full screen, my absolutely messes up. So it's going to be like a weird little kind of thing, but it's just so like
It's always Tazmyn.
In case you didn't know. I'm just looking at my Jane Austen shelf right now. Words. Lucy Worsley, who's a English historian, she's done a lot of documentaries and things on TV. She's brought out, she does lots of children's historical fiction, and last year she brought out The Austen Girls, which follows Jane Austen's nieces
Oh,
and
I
their relationship with Jane, because did she never get married and never had children? I
never
think
got
that's
married.
true.
Yeah.
But she was very much like a motherly figure to her nieces, so it's about their relationship.
That sounds good.
lots of Austen inspired books come out this year. There's one called 16 Scandals coming out, which looks amazing. Look at the cover. So nice.
Ooh.
It's meant to be really, really good. And then there's Dearest Josephine as well, which is like a murder mystery one, but it was like, oh no, this is the murder mystery one. Pride and Meditation. So this one sounds absolutely amazing.
Yes, that looks so good.
I've got it pre-ordered. I can't wait for it. It's fucking amazing. Oh my God. Yeah, I feel really awkward. I only ever read like stuff.
They're a bit crackly, Jodie, at least for me.
Yeah.
Crackly.
Yeah.
Crackly,
A little bit.
and crackly. Just get really
No, I
close
don't
to
actually know how the mic is though on my
Do some ASMR together.
My mic is huge.
like it's you.
Wow,
Right.
that's like the whole moon.
Yeah, yes, it is.
That's amazing.
Oh god, my laptop's froze. Right, can you all still hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, okay.
And can you?
Froze a little bit. So give me a second. I'm going to try and share my screen so I can get the timer thing up. Let's see if this will work.
God's trying to get dressed quietly.
Do I drink again? You guys decide.
Yes,
Yes.
do it.
Yes.
Right. I'm gonna press start now.
Amazing. And Jodie, if you unhighlight the comment, then we can see Beth's face.
Oh,
Yes.
hang on.
She has been.
There we
There
go.
she is.
Freedom. Right. I'll press it now. Hopefully it works. My laptop doesn't freeze. Yay. There we go.
Yes. I love the Bridgertons so much.
The first half is really good, but I felt like the second half went downhill. The first half of The Duke and I is really good, but I don't think the second half is as good.
Okay.
Remember when you said you could cry at happy things? I almost did.
Oh my god.
It was such a good moment. Oh my god.
Well, I checked my my mentions on Instagram, and you've done me so dirty with that photo you posted. Have you seen my face in that photo?
What, the one I did?
Yeah, look at my face. It's so funny. Oh my god. Look at everyone else and look at my face. I'm literally dying. I look like I'm getting blinded.
I think Spoops looks even better though. Oh, there's the motorbike!
Oh, did he do it again?
Yeah, it did.
God damn it!
How does Beth look like she's in an IKEA advert? Like, for real.
Only this is IKEA. This is Face Bay. And this is Austen.
Nice. That's really
Yeah,
nice.
I know. Yeah, it was fun decking out the flat, I have to say. I'm trying to get my watch to log me as standing, so if I look like a crazy person, that's why. I recognise the fact that I've been stood up.
Does anybody that is a Kindle reader know how to change the percent at the bottom 2 pages?
Tap the bottom.
Oh,
Mine has pages and percent.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys have fancy ones. Mine's like 10 years old.
Mine's the first one that ever came out.
Yeah, same.
Oh my god, snap! Yeah.
I don't know if we can change it, babe. I think we just get what we're given.
Well, that's fine.
I don't have a Kindle. I feel like
I didn't have one till this Christmas, and then Brad got me one, and it's like the best thing ever. I read so fast on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to beat the time, and it's like, you've got 5 minutes left in your chapter. I'm like, make it 3.
I challenge you.
there's 2 people reading Assassin's Blade test.
How many pages did you guys read? I feel like I'm quite proud of myself, actually.
I did
never count
3%.
them.
I did 35, which is better than I thought because this is kind of dense.
I did 30-ish, I think. It will take. It might have been a little bit less or a little bit more.
I always forget to count.
I did 10. But that's not
Such a slow reader.
The text is quite
I think
small.
I did 12%.
You
Whatever
read
that
12%. I mean, that does vary. That does like depend on the length.
Yeah,
of
hang on.
it,
How many
but
pages is the
still.
book? Yeah.
I think Vampire Academy is like 350 maybe? Like around that.
That is
Ethan?
quick. Speedy,
I'm so
speedy
happy
reading.
that you're reading that. What do you think of Dimitri? What do you think of Dimitri in Vampire Academy?
Stunning, talking, love Christian as well. I think he's a bit exciting. It's all good stuff.
I
Is
really
it
want to get into this now. I read the first book in October, and then I bought the second and third, but I haven't read them yet. Will you make me?
Oh my gosh, let's keep going. You can join me and Jamie.
I genuinely want to read the next one now because, like, I was so excited to get to it, and then I don't know what happened. I just didn't, but I really want to read it so bad.
I feel like Tia's comment there about ACOTAR, like it's saying it's getting so good. Like you just wait, Tia. Just you wait.
Oh, nothing will ever compare to Aftermath. That is just
I'm rereading it at the
My
moment.
comments aren't loading. Oh, they are now. Ignore me. Everything's fine.
I'm rereading Akamath on script at the moment. Oh my god, so
Nice.
good. So good.
I'm gonna try and reread all 3 books before the next one comes out.
It's-
I think
When does it come out?
It is a fun time.
When does the next one come out?
16th of Feb.
Feb. Oh wow. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to get them done in time.
But we've got Mask Fallen. Then that it's a lot of big releases coming up in a row.
I've got so many pre-orders. It's crazy. Did anyone watch Sarah Dumas's live stream? Or I didn't watch. I knew that. Oh my god, I'm so excited for that. No, I cried when I watched the live stream. That's how excited I am.
No, I read ACOTAR for the first time and I'm gonna do a vlog for each of the others as well. But I don't want to like, because I didn't really like it, but I'm interested because I sort of like hated ACOTAR, I think. But I've heard Akamath is amazing. I know, I'm so sorry, Jodie. I said that last time and you were like,
it is worth it. Listen to like the first one. Just get the second book read, and I think it'll change your mind. Like,
Yeah, it changes a lot. I think a lot of people dislike the first one once they've read the whole thing as well. It really changes.
yeah, Lauren from Fiction Tea, she was like, oh yeah, I hated the first one. And we were on a call with Ashley from A Frolic Through Fiction, and she audibly went, oh! And then Lauren and I were both just going, yeah, I really didn't like this, I didn't like this, I didn't, And Ashley was just silent the whole time, like, I'm fine.
Lauren won't reread it because she didn't like the first one. I'm like, no, do reread the first one and just get to the other two. Like, it's so
Did she only read the first one?
No, she won't reread it because she won't reread the first one. So, like, she won't read the other two because she doesn't want to read the first one.
I'm gonna run to the loo and get another cup of tea, but I'll be back in a little bit. Bye.
I feel like you know, like once you've read all of the books and then you want to reread it because you know, like where the story goes. The first one, it's like not as exciting to reread the first one. I love it when I reread it, but I'm just like, oh, I want to get this over quickly and get Aftermath like every single time I reread it now.
Yeah, it's the way that Tamlin has done. Like, it's interesting to read it knowing where it's going to go. Like, I won't say any spoilers, but yeah, it's interesting to see where it goes.
Can't wait to reread it.
I always forget what the acronyms mean.
Oh.
You're all just like, yeah, ACOTAR, and I'm like, yeah, Avatar, and all that.
I remember when I first joined like the whole book community, so I think it was like Bookstagram, and like I was seeing people put like ACOTAR, and I was like, what the hell does this mean? Like I was so confused for ages, and I googled it, and then I found out it was books, and I was like, okay, I need to read the books, and then my life was forever changed.
Those are the only abbreviations that I know. Everyone, like, I think I could recognize that and A Dark Shade of Magic, but any other abbreviations, I'm just like, no, it's ridiculous. I get like 7 letters in a row, and just like, what is that?
There's so many of them as well. And I'm like, which acronym is this one now? I can never keep up with it.
Oh my god, Seven Sons of Evelyn Hugo is stunning.
It's on my TBR. I'm so excited to read that.
Oh my god, it's I'm just so lucky that you haven't read it yet and you get to read it for the first time. And then read Days of the Six if you've not read that yet, because that is also and
that is also on my TBR, funnily enough.
So good. She's just so interesting as a writer for just so many reasons. Highly recommend. I've got Malibu Rising as an arc, and I am so.
Have you?
Yeah. I don't know why I'm not reading it right now. I think it's because I've got such a busy week of timings of what I have to be reading over the next week.
Literally read it right now. Are you okay? Like,
well, this comes out on the 21st, so I'm like, can I read this by the 21st? Because that's what's happening right now. And then obviously Mask of Falling's out on the 26th. So I don't want to rush Malibu Rising and read it like really. I'm so dying to read it. It's painful not to. The art.
What does the art look like?
Hang on, I should get it. It matches my drink.
Oh my god, thank you.
Also, cat.
Yes, cat.
Right here.
This is Smudge. We call her Kitty, but she's actually called Smudge.
Oh, this is making me want to get Toby out.
Oh,
isn't that beautiful? Also,
floppy. How long is it? Is it like the same sort of length as?
Hang on, I need to see this backhanded, don't I? Right, hang on. It is 361 pages, but obviously it's tall. Like, I don't know if you can tell. This is a normal size paperback.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. That's so cool. Oh my gosh, you're so late.
It is painful not to be reading this right now, but at the same time, this is one of my most anticipated releases, and I don't just want to read it and be done with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very desperate to pick it up. Now I've put it right next to me. That's probably not a good idea because I'll just try
a temptation.
The way the cat has taken over.
Oh my god.
I'm not okay.
I hate it. Oh my god, it's so still. Need to screenshot. No, move back. Kat.
Please look. Oh,
What's this?
hello. I got my phone out. Oh,
Quick.
come
More.
on. Catch that.
Oh, that worked.
Yes.
Oh my god, how cute. Oh my god, I'm doing.
I'm really not okay. Oh god, look at my arms.
Oh my god, this is so fun. Oh,
Is she taking my screen time?
I'm literally so happy right now.
Oh, damn cute.
That was the best thing ever.
Someone just said, should I continue with Avatar if I'm not into romance? Yes, it's not all about the romance. Also, it's just a fun time. There's sexy times, but there's fun times. Sexy times and fun times.
I really want to. I'm so tempted. Like, if I wasn't reading from Good Nash, I'd definitely be rereading Avatar right now. But
I'm gonna
I
read
don't
some
want to start the year with a reread because if I start rereading them, then I don't read anything from my TBR, and it's just I have so much.
I don't have a TBR, so this is how I pick. Like, I just pick books off my shelf. So I read
That's
whatever.
like a crazy lifestyle. I pick a TBR and then I start mood reading. I have like so many books left on my January TBR, and I just keep picking up other books.
I can't do it. If I try, like, because this next 2 weeks, as I said, I've got like a busy schedule of reading, which I don't normally do, and I hate it because I'm like scheduling what I read and when. I can't do it. It doesn't work for me.
Oh, no, I really do need to like start getting some things off my January TBR because it was like a big one, and I think I've read like seven books so far, but like only like 2 of them were on my TBR. So
I've
I
read
feel
9 books. I don't know how. I've read 9. I've read 5 this week. I don't know.
Wow.
Nice.
Is this
I don't know
number
what
of
happened.
books?
Huh?
Yeah.
Number of books.
Yeah, this week. I don't know how that's happened. I have no idea.
I'm a big fan of this.
You missed the best thing.
Oh
that
my
ever
God.
happened.
Oh no!
You
what
missed
did I
it.
miss? What happened?
The cat was staring into our souls the entire time.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch it later.
I screenshotted the cat specifically, so I'll send that to you.
Please. Oh, I'm sorry.
Daisy Jones. I have not read this book. Everyone always talks about it, but it's just not like something I usually read. So, like,
I think you'd love it, mate.
you
It's
think?
so good. It's
You
very
would love it.
I don't know. I can't make my mind. I never read anything like that. Like,
It's
That you
so
must
fun.
love characters, and it's all about characters.
Seven Husbands.
It's really
Seven
fast-paced
Hugos is the
and
one that
fun.
I've,
We were just
read
talking
and
about
all
that.
Yeah.
Good.
I was
And
saying
then we
someone.
go on to
oh, the dreaded.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
yeah, Daisy Jones is definitely unique. I don't think there's anything I could compare to it, but like the format of it is just so intriguing. I would say reading it was better than like, because I know a lot of people have said about the audiobook, but I think the reading experience,
I couldn't. Do
I
the
agree.
audiobook. It
Physically
confused me too
reading
much.
outsold that one.
yeah.
Because the audiobook, I'm sorry, all of the men sound exactly the same. When it's an interview, I was like, I have no fucking clue
Yeah.
which character is which. No
Yeah.
idea. So I just I listened to about an hour and I was like, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna read.
I think I read it sat by a pool in Cyprus on holiday 2 years ago in one sitting, and I was just
Okay.
like, I know it felt like it was so right with the setting because it was so hot and like luxurious. It felt like it was perfect to read it there, and I was just like, yes, yes. So I think that conclusion is that I'll have to go to Malibu to read this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is a good idea. Sorry, I'm just checking some languages.
Right. I haven't heard that. Shadow of Night. There's so many books about her.
Yeah, I'm listening to the audiobook. I assume you mean Shadow of Night, the Deborah Harper stuff. Yes, I'm listening to the audio, but it's just got a lot of historical stuff in it. So it's like at times I'm like, oh my god, like I can't wrap my brain around the historical element and the fantasy element. Like it's kind of hard to like put the two together to understand the plot. But I'm more. I think I'm like 90% of this, so I am enjoying it, but it's taken me a long time to get through it.
Is that a Moriarty teacup, by the way, Jodie? Oh, sorry, I got very excited. Who's that? Is that a ghost in a burrito? Oh my god. Spoops needs that as well.
It's adorable, isn't it?
I really like that cup.
The pain and longing in your voice then. I really like it.
Just take it to the screen.
Hardbacks. Get the hardbacks.
Yes, the hardbacks are so worth it. They are. I bought one when I was out with my friend Vicky from What Vicky Read. I bought one, and then that night I messaged her. I was like, I just spent £70 and got them all, and I have no regrets.
That's
Hardbacks
so
are what?
funny. I love it.
Throwing a glass, glass, not grass.
Hardbacks. I don't like the white UK ones. I way prefer the ones that are all coloured. I think they're so
That's
good.
what I've got. Yeah, the American hardcovers.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Yeah,
them at
those are
some
the ones
point.
that I've got. Although I'm annoyed because obviously ACOTAR's changed their covers, so now I've got the hardback of the ACOTAR ones, and they're the old covers. And now I'm like, do I get the new hardbacks that I don't like as much?
I got the new ones because
I heard that. I'm sorry. I can just apologise and move on.
It's okay, we can deal with it.
But you're apologising as though like you're farting or something. Like I'm so sorry, everybody. Oops.
Oh, God.
Just to really lower the tone with that, has anyone seen the Joe Wicks thing that he posted yesterday?
but I heard that he farted.
Just go to Joe Wicks's like Instagram. I don't know what he's the body coach or whatever he is. It's so funny. He just does like this really loud off-camera fart that he doesn't realize he's live for.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
It's so bad from him because he was saying like how he hasn't ever got as much growth and as many views before in his life until he did a fart on live telling. Now
That's
it's
brilliant.
huge viewed video across all of his social medias, and it's kind of sad in a way, but like
Is it that one?
It's no, it's the bottom below him with the red top.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's two videos. It's the first one that you want.
Did anyone hear that? That was huge. It was big.
Someone's put my cat on their Instagram stories. Wait, where?
Oh my god. Oh.
my god! I need to find them.
What's it called?
Good.
That is brilliant. I
I
love
love cats so much. They're just so funny.
What's your cat
know.
called?
She's called Smudge, but we call her Kitty for some reason. We don't actually call her by her name.
Oh my god, that is so funny. I'm looking at that photo now. It's just so cute.
I just added it to my stories. That's brilliant.
I can't deal with it. She's staring right at our soul.
My eyes are watering. Crying over a cat.
Oh, the amount of times that she's ended up on my mum's like Zoom meeting calls is ridiculous. It's so funny.
Oh, I'm not okay.
My flatmate's at drama school, and of course everything's on Zoom at the moment, and our cats are famous amongst all of her like classes and professors. I'm like, yes, correct. They are the stars of the show. Cast them. Thank you very much.
Not even because and stuff. The romance is weird in a Discovery because I don't know if any of you guys have read any of them. But it's literally like insta love, like they just look at each other and they're like madly in love. Right? So, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't finished the book yet, but I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like you know when Sarah J. Maas books that whole like alpha male thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but worse.
Ooh, okay.
Discovery Witches, so I can see where that's coming from, but
I hate that kind of thing. It's like because I've just finished ACOTAR as a reread and now I'm on to ACOMAF. And I'm currently also reading feminist essays on the side. So I'm like reading a feminist essay and then seeing Tamlin and Feyre, and I'm just like, I see
Your
the problem.
duality.
What does
I saw
Tamlin
this.
get worse in book 2? Because I thought Tamlin was okay in book 1. It's Rhysand that I had a massive problem with.
Keep going. I think you may change your mind, but
Interesting. I'll tell
Yeah,
you. So, the love of my ACOTAR life is Lucian. If he becomes a
I like
dickhead,
Lucian,
I
yeah.
will. Okay, good. Lucian is just perfect. When I first said that on socials, people were like, "Oh, I love him. Oh, I hate him," and I thought maybe he's someone that like becomes a dick or something like that. Plot twist.
I like Lucian,
And I just
and
love him.
I've kind of forgotten how I grow to think about him, so I'll see. But yeah, I think for me, Tamlin, I could write a whole essay on Tamlin and feminism and being not one.
Do it. Oh my god, do a
Do
video.
it.
Count.
What did you say, Snoops?
Do it.
Oh, do it.
For ASMR style.
Do it. Beth, do it.
Put my giant microphone out again.
Yes!
The moon.
The moon.
The moon.
Got the whole world in her
In his
hands.
hands, she's got the whole
Oh,
world
that is
In her hands.
while the lag is making this group song perfect.
What time are we on? Is anyone going to sprint at podcast or
Yeah.
what's everyone want to do?
Yes, let's do that.
I like that very much.
Please, so I'm going to go and do that.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Jodie. Thank you.
You can have the
I
sleeping.
think it's actually working as my mic, and I'm not just getting it through my like.
No,
does
it
this sound
is.
like this is my mic?
Yeah, it definitely is closer now.
Wait, where is she? There you go.
Fuck.
Have her whilst I go and make my tea.
Can we make her full screen so there are no humans and it's just a cat? Oh my god. She is. Oh. Hi, gorgeous. Where's my babies? I have no idea where mine have gone. That's fine. I love how all of Jodie's lives are just us all showing our pets.
Yeah. Pet showing house. I love it. I really want to get Toby again, but someone fact changed him last time, so I don't know whether to.
What happened?
I think someone in the comments was saying he's like the fattest pug they've ever seen, and it's just so mean. Like, I don't know.
Well, you know what? They can go fuck themselves.
I am
Your
so upset.
dog is precious.
No, I might bring him up. He's my mascot, so I might bring
He's
him.
perfect.
Yeah.
45 minutes on my consistent. You know what? To be fair, I do that all the time. When I watch people sprint, I end up reading for like 20 minutes and then go on my phone for the rest of it.
Yeah, it's an issue.
We're holding
Ugh.
this possible.
Oh, look at her.
I don't have a pet though, but I can show you plants.
Yes.
Many of those.
God, if I let my cats in the bedroom, they would run. They would just destroy everything in their path.
Oh, do you not let them in your room at all? No, you do.
Well,
don't you?
usually no, because the last time we didn't even let them in. The last time Ophelia ran into the room, she jumped on Brad's bookcase and the whole thing fell. So
Yep.
there's a
Yeah,
reason.
I know.
Would do that.
Look at her.
By the way, should we do half an hour this time?
Baby.
Everyone will do half an hour sprints.
Half an hour is good.
I'm happy with half hour, yeah. I'd like that.
I really need to do, so it would give me time to do it. I'm really
Nice. I'm just enjoying this book so much.
This is my dog, but he's not with it.
Oh.
I mean, obviously he's a puppy, but he's called Pippin. He's a cavapoo. As in from Lord of the Rings, of course.
So much.
right.
Caitlin, do you have any pets?
Oh, sorry.
Yes, I have a dog called Wolfgang who's downstairs and miraculously like quiet right now. He's like a literal psychoed animal. Like love him. But he like runs into walls. He like he's
Oh my God.
insane.
I love him. Absolutely. My
I'll
pug,
what?
my pug literally does that, like runs into stuff all the time. Like he'll just throw himself into the couch or jump off
Yes.
into the back one, like just psychopathy.
Yeah, I'll find a photo. Hang on.
You can be a dog and a cat person.
Yeah, I love
both.
both. All of the
I've got a
animals.
horse as well, but I
Oh
can't
my god, I
really-
love horses so much.
You have a
Photos,
horse?
please.
A
I had a horse called Toby.
Yeah.
And when he was put down when I was 12, and honestly, it was like the first time my heart ripped in half.
Oh,
Oh, he's pretty. That angle makes his face look even longer than I feel like it is.
Yeah.
good thing.
Right, I'm gonna postpone the spoons. I can't speak now. The spoons until 20 past, just because I'm living for this pet show and tell again.
You need to show us Wolfgang.
I know. I love that name. I saw.
He's literally like,
Oh my god, that is amazing.
Oh my goodness. I love him. Oh my god.
Oh wait, I've got well, it's not my Shetland, but she lives with my horses.
Oh my god, these animals are killing me.
Little Shetland meadow.
I have that picture saved on my phone, Spooks. I love it so much. I screenshot it from your story.
That's amazing. You just have a picture of my cats on your phone.
I have like screen recordings of your cats from your stories just because they make me so happy.
This is how weird Toby is. Can anyone see him? He's just sitting up in bed. He just sits like a human all the time,
He
though.
looks like he's standing up.
He just sits up in his bed, like, and just sits there looking around like that for ages. It's so weird. So
oh my
weird.
god,
No, it's not human.
so cute.
Hi, Leanne.
I'm gonna find you. So this was actually no, that'll upset me. My old dog. I'll show you my current cats instead. Here, the one on the left is my baby. This is when they were just new, out the womb, out the kitty womb. So this one is my Titus.
Aww.
I'm definitely gonna have to bring Toby upstairs.
You are. You absolutely are.
I have to make an appearance. I can't not.
And his baby Tooch is a little parrot cat.
Oh my god.
Wish they'd stay tiny forever.
Honestly, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Look at her little paw.
Oh, look at her face on her face.
Yeah. Her little moustache.
I just love animals so much.
Fully.
Oh,
Megan, do you watch any? Sorry, do you prefer Meg or Megan? Or
Meg, generally.
Meg. Do you watch any like horse YouTubers?
I do actually. Somebody I used to watch when I was like years ago. She's called This Esme.
Oh my god, I fucking love her. She's brilliant. It's infuriating because she's like 18, 19 now, and she's the most
19
productive
years old.
motherfucker. And she's like in magazines all the time, and she's got her own like clothing line of horse riding gear.
Yes.
She's got something like 6 horses and donkeys in total, and she's got chickens, so she gets up at 5 a.m. and she'd do like day in the life of her when she was in school. She'd get up at 5 a.m, do all the stuff around the farm. She was allowed animals as long as she looked after them, so she fully does everything for all of these animals, then goes to school. And then she was like, yeah, and I've got this folder for this and this folder for this, and everything was so laid out, and I was sat there just like, I've never been this hardworking in my entire life, and you're doing all of this in one day.
I know.
What? She's a powerhouse.
I know. Like I started watching her channel when she first started, when she had like 2,000 subscribers. Now she has 500,000.
It's insane. She's incredible.
Wow.
We need to become horse YouTubers. Is that how we reach fame?
No, this has never occurred to me before. I'm so
Very
excited
niche.
to watch.
I
Also,
can't
for the-
think of a thing like.
For the pet people, Kitten Lady. She
Yes,
owns
she
my
is
heart
very
now.
good.
She is incredible.
She helped me out a lot when I was trying to feed kittens.
That sounds incredibly intense.
I've never explored this angle of YouTube. I've never explored this angle of YouTube before. Like I'm
I'll
just
send you all the links.
travel.
Right, can we do our sprint?
Yeah.
Yay!
It's half an hour this time, so we've all got time to like go to the bathroom and whatnot. So,
I need some more drink, I think.
let's see if I can get it right.
I've already had a whole pizza and dough balls today, and I'm like, More food?
Oh my god,
Yes.
You go, make sure you go the
this is so good.
Oh, I'm so excited to read for half an hour. Okay, woo!
See? getting to a really good part in the book then as well.
I
Are you
switched.
liking From Blood and Ash? It's good, eh?
Loved it.
I really want to carry on reading it now because I wonder what the hell is going on. But the first big like action scene.
Can anybody else hear what Jodie's saying? Because I missed all of that.
Yeah, I think
Can you put headphones in?
It just goes in and out.
let me
That
try
makes sense.
like because I've got the window open.
While Jodie does that, hey Beth, should we talk about Scotland and your thoughts on the cities within it?
No, let's talk about Heartstopper.
Sorry, Lauren, I tried. Oh my god, yes, what do you think?
Oh,
Are you loving it?
Oh,
It's so good.
You know what I love about this is the way that they address it like it's almost educational for anyone that's reading it, like younger or older readers as well. Like the idea of how one of the characters is like Googling, am I gay? What is bisexual? And things like that. And it's like, there are probably people reading this that really need that information themselves, but don't know how to go about getting it. And I love that. And I love the lack of pressure in it. And like everyone's nice. It's just so lovely. And the dog's really cute.
The dog is so cute, yeah. But then even though like they are generally all really, really lovely, right? But there are still different reactions from different family members and people at school and stuff. So while overall it is really heartwarming, it does also lightly deal with some darker things too.
Yeah, I feel like there's some undertones to it that get noticed, but it's still it's still nice, but it deals with things that still happen. If that makes sense. Like being queer obviously isn't all plain sailing. I think they deal with that well.
I think I've just read a bit where they've all met up at a bowling alley party, and like they're introducing, like he's introducing all his friends, and he's just about to introduce someone else, and like one of them goes, "Hey, isn't that?" And then he interrupts and say, "Her name's Elle now, and she's moved to an all-girls school." And I feel like there's more of a story to tell there as to whether that was there was issues that made her have to go to an all-girls school because she came out as trans and stuff like that. Like Alice Osman is really just a really good writer in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. I need to read some of her other books. I have Loveless.
Loveless is so good.
So good.
See,
Oh my god.
I picked it up because I heard bad reviews about there being a pansexual character and of there being someone that's part Asian, and I'm like, well, I'm both of those things, so I'll read it and give my opinions on it, and I still haven't yet. But it's really odd because I feel like the person that gave those arguments wasn't either of those things. It's like one of those instances where people that like aren't actually educated on a topic try and jump in there and seem like they know everything. But I do really, really like Alice Oseman's storytelling. So I'm excited to get to
I want to read what's it called? Loveless. I want to read that one. I didn't realize it was pansexual. I haven't really read into it too much at all, so yeah.
There's a lot of different rep in there.
Yeah, there is.
Lots of different rep.
I love
I think it's Radio Silence that's got demisexual rep in it, which is something you really don't see.
I think so. So yeah.
Can you all hear me properly now? Or
I can hear you a bit
That's
better.
better, yeah.
Yes.
I'm not sure. It might have been because I had the window open. I'm not sure.
That's so weird. Have you changed anything?
No,
Just the window.
That's weird. It cuts out intermittently.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we'll,
it's
we'll
like-
let you know if that happens again.
Okay. I have no idea what it is. It might just be my Wi-Fi maybe being a bit weird. I don't know. Hi, Nicole.
Hello, Nicole. Hello, Southern Hemisphere Queen. Hello.
No, it's 27 pages. Oh, yeah, how many pages does everyone read?
About 30-ish.
I read 2%.
There.
No, I read 3%. I've read 3% in each of them, so that's good.
Nice.
I'm tempted to see whether I actually want to continue reading this or not. It's like it's very much the kind of book where you're thrown in. You're like, I'm sorry, was there another book I was meant to read first? Because
Yeah.
I don't know what is going on, and I am nearly 100 pages in.
Yeah, I don't like books like that. I think for me as well, like I struggle with books where you just get loads of information and get thrown in. Like it's just very easy to like when they're written like that.
It's difficult because I was sent it to review as well. I always feel really guilty to be like,
Yeah.
because I think I've actually DNF'd a previous one by this publisher as well, and I don't want to be like, I'm sorry, I don't like it. But
are you required to review it, or?
I mean, not in the sense of like I've not signed anything or said anything, but like obviously I requested it and I was really hyped for it, but like it's just not. It's too heavy for me, and I'm in such a good reading mood that I don't want to
Yeah.
display from that. And I don't think it's the kind of book that I'd pick back up at a later date. I might try it as an audiobook, but I think I'm just for now. I'm just going to put it down and focus on other books, which might
force it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's gonna do it. She's gonna do
Can you
it.
just read it aloud?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's, one
Yeah, I
that
mean, not
Evelyn's
available for
husband's
re-quoting,
is on
but-
Oh my god, I really want to read Daisy Jones purely because of the crossovers between all of her books. Like, Daisy Jones itself doesn't intrigue me very much, but I loved Evelyn Hugo so much. Oh my god, no, in my video that I'm uploading tomorrow, I call it Evelyn Hardcastle at one point, and I'm like, I hated Evelyn Hardcastle, I love Evelyn Hugo.
I'm
Very
so
different.
confused. The titles are so similar.
So
They
annoying.
came out so close together as well.
There was another
Yeah.
one that's the 7 heartbreaks of Evelyn something else, or
No.
something like that. And I'm like, oh come on,
Evelyn.
why?
Not that many people are called Evelyn, right?
I don't know any. Where are they all?
If anyone
My
wants to read
colleague's daughter is called Evelyn, but that's the only person I know that knows an Evelyn.
I read Evelyn Hugo. Oh, Jess has brought a cat. Hang on.
Oh.
Go on.
A win.
Oh, sorry. Oh, she does not look happy. Jess, let go of her. Oh no. I read Evelyn Hugo, and then straight after that, I read Things a Bright Girl Can Do by Sally Nichols. It's okay. She'll love you again at some point. And there's an Evelyn in that as well, and they're both brilliant, and I love them.
Yeah, I think the Hardcastle one, I just couldn't get. I think I DNF'd that like 50 pages in. It was too.
Oh, really?
I just couldn't do it. I'm really good at just DNFing if I'm not enjoying it. I just don't think about it again.
I pushed myself through it so much. I was body reading it, and I had less than 100 pages left. And bearing in mind that it's a fucking mystery thriller, at that point you should be really gripped, and I could not give a flying fuck what happened in that fucking book.
Yeah,
I
don't like Groundhog Day.
Awful.
I hate Groundhog Day-esque plots. It's just boring.
See, I thought I loved the concept. I hated the execution. I thought it could have been so good, but then the fact that this one person is bouncing between all of these bodies. For starters, why are they only going into male bodies? Why not the other interesting female characters? Because there was
Male
someone
gaze.
Ugh. And then there was major fat shaming about the guy that he went into that was overweight. And it just, I didn't like how, I think I read up to after he'd been into 6 of these different bodies, the spirit or whoever it was, and he didn't actually learn anything himself. He learned things that future people told him, and it was sort of piecing the pieces together, but he didn't actually go and do anything. It felt very, very lazy writing that he just happened to find out because other people told him. He wasn't actually discovering anything. I was like, that isn't a mystery. That's dull is what that is.
Yeah. Bad dinner.
Yeah. And if anyone says that they do really like it, I doubt them. You know, like it makes me question whether or not I should trust them in the future.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Honestly, click out of this live and just read.
Yeah, Hugo deserves your full attention. We're not worthy.
True.
Oh, I'm trying to eat already now.
Tazmyn, speaking of buddy reads, do you want to read Before the Coffee Gets Cold Soon? Because it's on my January TBR.
Yes,
So if you want
let's
me
do
to
it.
send you a message when I pick it up or something.
Please do, yes. I need to
Okay.
read, oh, you'll like this, Boops. I think you've read this, The Midnight Library for my on book club for January and
Really
February.
good book.
Oh,
Sorry
good.
about that.
Yeah,
It's
so
really good. I'm a
It's
big
like
Matt
you're
Haig
gonna cry.
it'll make you really think. It's so good.
Yeah. It's
I can tell it's gonna ruin my life. Thing is, my dad and Jess both read it, and they were both like, yeah, it was fine. But then everyone that I know on the internet is like, I cried for 10 days straight.
I feel like we're the dramatic ones.
Yeah, it's true.
Isn't it?
I think it hits differently for each personal experience you've had as well. Like,
Yeah.
because
Yes.
it's quite poignant with mental health. If you've experienced specific moments that are in the book, it hits a lot more.
Yes.
I think.
I'm a big Matt Haig simp. I will read anything
100%.
that he writes. So
Yeah.
I say
maybe
that
I
I've
am not.
literally only read one book of his, so I can't.
Which
I
one?
love Matt Haig so much, but I've only read The Humans.
Which one? The Humans is my favourite.
It's
How to Stop
That was
Time.
really
good.
good. Sorry.
What's that?
How to Stop Time, that one's good too.
That's
Yes,
my
very
dad's
good.
favourite one. Oh my god, I've got the cutest story about my dad in that book. He read that when we were in China over Christmas a few years ago, and he didn't take many books with him. So when he finished it, he went back to the beginning and started straight again. And he was like, this is probably the best book I've ever read. And my dad's very much a scientific man. So he was like, I want to read it and try and analyse and understand how it's so good. And then on the plane back, my dad was near the end and he was sat next to me and he tapped me. He was like, I've read this before. I know what's happening, and yet it's still making me feel things. And then he started crying. How fucking cute. My dad, like a 70-something-year-old white British man, like, Matt Haig, what have you done? What have you done? Oh, amazing.
I want to meet your dad. I keep
dad
hearing
is a
stories about
legend.
him. Would he
Yes.
want to meet me? Is the
Yes.
question.
My dad would love to meet Spoops. Oh my goodness, absolutely. We're gonna have like a booktubers party at my place and my dad. It's gonna be great.
Oh. Yeah, I haven't read The Midnight Library yet, but it is one I really, really enjoy. I just don't really get what it's about exactly. Like, yeah.
It's kind of the idea of like if you could go back and change bits, or like the regrets in your life, if you could not have those regrets, how would your life have been different, and would it have been different?
So like the library, it's like obviously it's a part of it, but it's also just like a way to go back into other lives that you could have had.
It's a metaphorical library in
Yeah.
soul.
Yes,
I feel like
very much so.
with what this person said, like I wasn't necessarily expecting much plot because like these two are saying, but it feels like from what I've heard of it, it seems like the sort of thing that is reflective, makes you sort of analyze yourself and how you've lived and whatnot, as opposed to loads of plot points.
It's
I
almost
think it has a clear message.
Yeah, it's like loads of short stories knitted together almost as well.
Very good.
Yeah,
I'm a
it's
big fan, if you can't tell.
Jodie, what are you eating?
Oh, just rice.
Huh?
Just rice.
I'm sorry, just plain rice?
Wait, if you've got like soy sauce on
Are
it.
you mad?
Just rice. Got two ones, so. Oh gosh, okay, that one's half eaten, but ignore that.
What is that?
What's that? Is that about?
Is it chop suey? Is that what you call it? Like these little bun things. Yeah, I wasn't really like in the mood for anything in particular, so rice it is. I love
Just
it.
plain rice, oh my god.
I've just got to do
Love rice.
Nice. I was just having
Literally,
some
like when I was at
boils.
uni, all I ate was literally rice and beans all the time, and I love it. I love it.
Brilliant.
I had some
do
chocolate
love
chips with
rice, but-
Brussels sprouts.
Oh my gosh. They've got eyes on.
They've got eyes. Don't eat me.
Oh my god, Carrie, like, it's happening. It is happening. As soon as Boris allows us, I mean, Boris can go do one, but like, as soon as it's safe to, booktube party.
We have already been planning this. What were we on, Tazmyn? We have planned this previously.
Yeah, no, so Kerry just commented being like, love that it's still happening. I'm like, yeah, no, this isn't just like a joke. It is actually going to take place.
This is our life.
Yeah. It's all
I just can't wait
keeping
to
us through
see
this.
Humans again on a regular basis.
Fully.
Like, I bought a rail card in February last year. Stupid.
No.
Oof.
Obviously, I used it so many times. I'm like the week before coronavirus was seriously bad, I was in London just drinking cocktails in the Waterstones cocktail bar, and like
Stunning.
that just did like up here now because that was like the last thing I did.
Absolutely.
Waterstones has a cocktail bar. Is New Zealand?
In,
I've been to a Waterstones with a
on
cocktail.
Piccadilly. It's the HQ and Piccadilly
Yeah.
Circus.
It's the
So
top
there
floor.
are
They are
3 different
strong.
restaurant things.
Oh.
There's in the basement. There's a cafe.
Yeah.
That does like hot food and stuff as well. But like kind of sandwiches, soup, that sort of stuff. Then there's like a mezzanine, which is another cafe, which is where I go and sit with my laptop and whatnot because there's massive windows and it's just delicious. Then on the 5th floor, there's a full-on restaurant with a cocktail bar. I can't remember, 5th View, I think it's called, because like you have a view, like again, glass.
Yeah.
You have a view over London. It's amazing.
It's so cool. It's the coolest Waterstones.
It's incredible.
And it's walking distance from Foyles as well, so you can kind of
Yeah.
drunkenly
both.
stumble to Foyles after you've had the cocktail.
And
The plan when we meet up.
absolutely. Pre-COVID as well, the Piccadilly one was open until 10 p.m. every day except Sunday. And then even on Sundays, I'm pretty sure it was open till like 8 p.m. So it was amazing because you'd be in central London, you'd have dinner, drinks with your friends, and then go book shopping afterwards. It was so
Oh my
good.
gosh.
I can sit there right in
I've
the
been to the Piccadilly Waterstones when I was in the UK like years back, and I was going to Tanya Burr's like cookbook signing.
Oh my god,
And
I got it.
we went to Waterstones and like got a selfie with her and stuff. Good times.
It's
Yeah.
incredible,
Come
isn't
back
it?
to the UK when all of this COVID whatnot is over and everything's back to normal. We'll go book
Yes.
shopping and get drunk on cocktail. How fun would that actually be? Drunk.
Drunk bookshop.
Caitlin's gonna have to get a flight over.
Yeah.
I know. It's like we like New Zealand's largely like normal right now. But obviously we're not going anywhere because other places aren't. So
Yeah,
One
so the
day.
government actually did a good job right from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the way that we've just put out, like over the last few days, that now people coming into the country will have to get a negative coronavirus test before they can allowed in. I'm like, oh, that's really good that we've just announced that.
a year into it. Cool.
Well done, everyone. Good job. Pat yourself on the back there. That was a revolution. Do you think someone just said it? I think, again, because I've been reading the feminist essays, maybe a woman suggested it last year and all the men decided to ignore it.
Yeah,
And then the men suggested was like, I've got this great idea, Boris. You'll never believe it.
100%.
I've never heard this idea before.
Amazing.
Anyway.
Everything.
One of my friends is an air hostess and she is absolutely like terrified because she has to work, otherwise she can't afford anything. But then also her working is completely putting her life at risk because she works for BA and people don't have to have tests in order to get on the plane. And, it's just absolutely horrendous. Did you hear about there were these influencers that went to Dubai recently and like they refused to wear their mask on the plane or something like that? Absolutely. Just
But
hateful.
coronavirus doesn't touch you if you've got more than 100,000 Instagram followers. I think that.
Exactly. You know what?
Or if you Rita
forgot
Ora.
that. Or if you're, oh my god, no, was Rita Ora been a dick?
Yeah, she had a party.
Oh my god.
And she was like, oh guys, I'm sorry. And it's like,
So sorry. I messed up.
Yeah. I saw what's my singer? What's her name? The one who's in the Miley Cyrus song. Dua Lipa.
Oh, Dua Lipa.
Yeah, I saw her getting a lot of shit online because she was like, that video, like, stay at home, blah, 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 and then her and her boyfriend are, like, gone to the island somewhere. And, like, all the stuff now, like, who work on the island or, like, putting themselves at risk with her cocktails while she's, like, living it up abroad. And, it is.
We all want to be there. Like, we all want to be doing it, but we're waiting. I really want to do, like, a little indie shop, bookshop tour in London of, like, all the fun, like, aesthetic-y bookshops because, yeah, I mean, everything. I want to do everything.
I have like a bookshop trail. What's it called when you do like a
pub crawl.
Pub crawl. My bookshop crawl. That's what I call it. I created it for my 21st birthday, and you can do it like in reverse from central London up to King's Cross or backwards. But I have like a set of about 10 that I do in a day or something, and I've done that so many times when I have friends from outside of London or from abroad. I'm like, okay, we'll go to all these places. So I want to do like a video of that or something. I think that would be quite fun.
Yeah.
Because
that when I come down.
right? Yes.
Yeah.
But I also want to do it so it's not just like me looking at books. Like I want to contact them in advance and be like, hey, could we like interview a member of staff or something? Like, can you give us a bit of history about the bookshop? because I feel like that would be fun.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. There's got to
Especially
be so
Gaze the
many.
Word, because they all know me now. I get personal recommendations whenever I go into Gaze the Word, and I'm like, oh my god, I just want to marry every single one of you, thanks.
I love that place, but I've only been once because I live so far away.
It's amazing.
Sad.
So-
I like the Stephanie books as well, but I always feel like you can't touch anything in there because they're all the staff just like, hello, can I help you? I'm like, no.
Oh, see, I found it so. I guess because I'm. No, wait, you're an extrovert as well. I think because I'm so like, hi, yeah, I want to talk to you. That I always get on really well there.
I make friends very easily with people who work in shops, and my mum's always like, I used to work in a shop where like they had mystery shoppers, so they had cameras on, and we had to ask them certain questions, and you just felt like such a pain in the ass sometimes.
Yeah.
You'd have to ask them twice if they wanted anything. Like, hey, can I help you? No, I'm fine. Okay, 2 minutes later, can I help you though? Are you sure?
Yeah.
So annoying.
What time is it?
You need a bookseller. Right.
Yes, I do. The book. Oh my god, let me look it up. I think I've been there.
Is that in London?
No, yes, it is. I haven't been there, but I ordered things from them in the first lockdown because they were doing online things. But I don't think I've been there in person.
I have to say, in London bookshops, I am disappointed by Goldsborough's actual shop. I expected so much more. I think it was their old one that I went in, but I expected so much more from it. And it just
I don't
was
think
like,
I've been to one.
I think it's off. Do you know what? I don't even know where it is. I think it's on the way to Covent Garden or something, maybe. I don't know. But it's, it's disappointing. It's very pretentiously displayed, and you're like not allowed to touch anything and stuff, and it's just weird.
Ew.
Yeah, everything's in their little clear packages that Goldsborough do, and it's like, okay.
There's a bookshop in Manchester where you're not allowed to take pictures of anything.
What, really?
I went in and I was like, oh, but I'm a bookstagrammer, please.
There's some independent bookshops in Manchester because that's my nearest city, and I can never really find any apart from charity shops.
I only know like maybe 2, and one of them was the place where you couldn't take pictures, so I was a little bit put off. I can't remember what it's called though.
Manchester's like independent bookshop seems to be quite poor. There's like 2 Waterstones, maybe a few second-hand bookshops, and that's about it.
Yeah, there's definitely room for more.
Yes.
Manchester is my closest city as well.
Yeah.
Maybe I should open one.
Yes, I think.
I really would
Someone
have
lend me some money.
Shakespeare and Company I so want to visit. They were struggling, weren't they? I think.
Where? What was struggling?
Shakespeare and Co. in Paris.
Oh,
I think, yeah.
I realised I went there on like 3.
Hang on, I just realised. Does anybody know B? Because I think I reckon. Are you Frankie's sister? Hang on. I think that's my friend Frankie's sister. I think that it. Okay, sorry. If you're Frankie's sister, please comment. I think I've seen you on her Instagram. Okay, keep going. She's one of my actor friends, and they're a family of halfies as well. And the girls will look so similar, and I'm pretty sure that B is her B. This is bizarre. Okay, continue. Sorry.
Awkward if not.
Can you imagine?
I'm so glad when I moved that I've actually got a local bookshop again, because I didn't have one before, and that was sad. Whereas now it's like I think it's a 3-minute walk from my flat, which is dangerous but exciting.
There's a lovely second-hand bookshop that's about a half-hour's walk from me, which isn't too bad, given it's like, you know, London, and it's straight down a main road. It's called Bookmongers, if anyone's interested, and they have like. It's one of those really amazing secondhand bookshops that. Oh my god, no way! It's Frankie's sister. Really? We worked together at Regent's Park. That's Frankie's sister. Insane.
Small world.
It's literally. But one of those secondhand bookshops where everything is just like crammed in every nook and cranny, and especially the fantasy section is just hundreds of mass market paperbacks that all have really cracked spines and yellowed pages. I love that. I love it.
Yeah, there's one. Taz, do you know the one in London that's like underground almost? It's like like it's very aesthetically pleasing. It's like below a shop level, and it's like stacked to the ceiling with like yellow pages, broken.
Oh, is it? So the entrance floor is also a bookshop, but it's like a rare bookshop, and then downstairs is it?
Possibly,
Maybe not. I don't know.
The downstairs is literally littered like everywhere on the floor, the ceiling, shelves everywhere. I can't remember where it was. My friend Stacey took me there, and we had a Ben's cookie, and then we went in there, so it was near a Ben's cookies. What
Do you
is
know
it?
if it's what are words? Charing Cross Road? Could it be one of those? Because there are about like
Possibly.
5 or so really old bookshops in a row there. And one of
Possibly.
them
I'm going
has
to see if I
really
can
amazing
find
downstairs.
photos of it on my
Yeah.
phone. But yeah, that was.
Oh, someone's saying Scoob Books is the shop you're talking about, apparently. People are just going, Scoob! I haven't been to that one.
That's such a great name. Why haven't I remembered that? I type in Scoob Books and I just get this.
Brilliant.
Oxford is really great for bookshops as well. Like as far as cities go for books, like they've got a load of good smaller bookshops and then loads of brilliant big ones as well.
Holy cow! Is that the one you're talking about?
I think so. Yeah,
That's
yeah. It's
amazing.
like, how have you got that to come up? I've got Scooby Doo.
I typed in Scoob, but oh no, yeah, you did type in Scoob Books.
Yeah.
Wait, did you do a K? Because I think someone misspelt it with a C.
Okay.
That might
Scoob is books backwards.
Oh my god, yeah.
Stop!
No way.
That's why it's called that.
That's it. That is the bookshop.
It's actually really cool.
That's genius.
Right in Bloomsbury. Yeah.
Rick said that York is brilliant for books, and I concur. York is brilliant for books.
I really want to go to
Very
York one
What's
day.
that queer bookshop in York called?
Portal.
Portal. Yeah,
Portal,
Portal.
yes.
I've ordered quite a lot of stuff from them during lockdown as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I really want to go to York. I want to go like the streets that people put up on Instagram where it's just beautifully enchanted.
It's so
looking.
good. I love York so much.
I haven't been to York since I was like 5.
The Oxford perfection. I feel like since I've moved, I suddenly live near so many better cities with great books. Although I did live near Bath, which has Mr. B's Bookish Emporium, if anyone's ever been there.
I really want to go there. I've seen that on Instagram.
Such a cool bookshop, so cool. And there's also toppings where they have the ladders to reach the top shelves, which is just...
That is my dream. I just want
Yeah.
my library with like a ladder and everything. Oh my god.
I feel like
Has anyone been to Barter Books?
No.
That place is amazing.
I know the name.
I can't remember where it is, but
Yes, George.
there's there's like a big like open space with lots of bookshelves, and there's a little train track going around the whole room at the top, and it's really cute.
I need to look this up.
Barter Books.
Where is it? Sorry.
I can't remember.
Amazing.
Did
I
I
feel
miss
like
someone a minute ago telling me I look like Caitlin Moran, or I remind them of Caitlin Moran in the comments?
Yeah, I think
I saw that.
I saw it pop up and didn't really pay attention to it. If you're
Oh,
right.
that's so cute, Spoobs. I have seen this before.
Yes.
Oh, wait,
Yes.
sorry. There we go.
Oh my
It's so
God.
cute. There's a railway track, a little train.
That's
So
little
cute.
train.
I just want to go everywhere. I swear I'm going to go off like an elastic band when we're allowed out safely again.
100%.
Like,
I followed them on
completely.
Instagram, that's why.
Oh, I'm so desperate to read some more of this book.
Shall we read?
We can shut up.
Jody's like, everybody shut
I
the
felt
fuck
like
up. I want to read.
moment in this book, and like I can't stop thinking about it. Like I need to know what's going on. It's stressing me out.
When I finish this, do I just move on to Malibu Rising when I finish Heartstopper?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Caitlin has spoken.
If you want to give the other one another go at some point, but like, don't force yourself. And you want to read Malibu Rising.
I really want to read it, but I thought I couldn't because this was going to take me the whole of the week. Now, We're just going to throw that one over there. But yeah, I will finish first.
Right. Should we do half hour sprint performance, everyone?
Half hour
Yes.
for me.
Now, let me just set the thing again, and then I will put it on the screen.
Jodie, whilst you're doing that, how do you not like cause your bookshelf to heat up and brown with your candle?
To be fair, it is that what that's it. It's not that one, is it?
I burned the top of my bookshelf once with my candle. Like I completely blackened the whole bookshelf. It's stained with my candle. I've never done it since because I'm terrified.
My little ones are fine, but I've had some tall ones that do like set it on fire, basically.
Yeah.
Crikey.
Right.
No.
Right. Let me see. Okay. Right. Okay. So half hour sprint again. I can't wait to see what happens. I'm so excited.
I got to a really sad bit in the book.
I finished it. It was so good.
I'm 40% through.
Right, yeah.
Meg, you look like you've nearly finished your book.
Hmm?
Meg looks like she's nearly finished her book now. She's probably got like anything left. I've got so much left to read.
I've got 16 pages left.
Ooh.
It's sad. The ending.
Ooh, how exciting. I don't know how many I've got left. I think I've got like 200 pages left of this book.
I'm on 94%.
Nice.
And the bit that it was really sad. It took all of my willpower to not start bawling.
I wasn't
I actually
expecting
got emotional with this. Also, I've just run it through Corpile. I can announce, guys, it's my first 5-star read of the year.
Oh, I love that. I love when it's hot so far.
Oh, and it's my 6th book of the week. What is happening to me?
Exactly.
Amazing.
In a week.
I'm not normally like this. I don't know what has happened.
Oh my God. I feel so bad because I have no excuse when I'm literally like stuck at home because of lockdown. Like I should be reading so much more than I am.
Exactly. I've got no one to talk to, so it's just books.
I think it's weird though because I found like when I'm working more, I tend to read more because I'm like commuting and stuff. But when I'm at home not doing anything, like my attention span just goes and I don't have to read. Like
Mm.
I've seen so many people say they listen to audiobooks whilst they work and stuff, but like I do a job that involves writing, so if I listen to audiobooks, I just can't really. There's some like if I'm doing a design task for work, I can do it, but if I'm writing social media, I just I can't.
yeah, I
Yeah.
really concentrate at all if I was doing that.
Scythe is so good.
I don't read that. Right, who's read Tumblr and Ash again? Who's read it? I know you have, Caitlin. Does anyone else know?
I want to.
I'm just confused. When does the proper smut start? Because I'm on page 419 and I wouldn't say it's got smutting.
Have you had the scene in the garden?
Yeah, I've had that scene. That was smutting.
Okay.
It wasn't as smutty as I was expecting. Is there more?
Yeah. I mean, the second book definitely takes it to a new height, but like you have a lot ahead of you, my girl.
Okay, right. This is brutal as fuck though. I might also try and finish it tonight. I reckon I can do it.
Do it.
It is really good. Oh, I really
Oh,
want
that flamingo is so good.
Oh, I really
It's on my TBR. I'm so excited.
So good. Honestly, it will make you feel so many things.
I'm very ready.
Are you?
I don't know. I'm still feeling things from the book I'm reading right now, so I don't think I'm ever ready for anything to make me feel.
St. Anne's.
Crescent City for £1.50.
What a bargain.
What? The hardback? Like, is it out? It's not out in paperback yet,
Not
is
in
it?
paperback yet, no.
Bargain.
A few weeks of paperback. I think it's like a very beginning of March.
Yeah.
I already have 2 copies pre-ordered. That's how sad I am.
I'm trying to convince myself I don't need the paperback, but
Oh, but you do.
Oh, I love that.
my other 4 editions are staring at me.
I've got 6. That's how bad I am. 6, and I've got 8 soon when I get the paperbacks. So,
What editions are there that you have?
I have the tall one, the German edition, the proof, and a signed size copy, and then an exclusive edition and a standard edition. Oh,
That's impressive.
Yeah, I've got the Tour, the Arc, the Standard, and I think maybe the Waterstone with the sprayed red edges.
yeah, I've got that's pretty, isn't it?
Is the next Crescent City book coming out this year?
The second one, I don't think
It
so.
says it is, but I feel like it is not.
No,
Like, just pop to date in there because that is not getting enough attraction. Like the fact that she's got Silver Flames coming out this year.
Yeah.
but
I don't.
I on the live, she said on the live yesterday that she was editing Crescent City 2 now, so I guess she has wrote it.
Yeah, because the 4th ACOTAR book, if that's coming out in Feb, she could easily bring out the second Crescent City towards like the second half.
They're
of the
probably
year,
just
and that'd be
focusing
well spaced
its
out.
marketing attention on that. Exactly. As soon as that's out, I'm sure we'll get a date.
Yeah.
I
I
can't.
mean, that would be amazing if it was. I'm not ready, but yeah.
It's so good. What was that one? Good and Ash, Smutty is nearly the end. Okay, I hope this one was the sexual tension in this book, I just...
Yeah.
Oh my god. Unfortunately, stages now, but some stages left. I did the real to continue because I know it's going to rip my heart out. I finished that book on the train at 7 a.m. and I was crying in front of everyone on the train, and it was like a commute train, so it was dead busy. And everyone was staring at me, and I finished it like 10 minutes into like my 15-minute commute as well. So like I had to sit there for the whole train journey with like tears staining down my face.
Oh.
It was so embarrassing.
I had that on a train once, and it was obviously way pre-COVID, but going to the beach, really, really packed. And I was reading, I think it was a Gail Forman book. I can't remember which one. I've only read a couple of her books, but they've all made me like bawl my eyes out. And there was a woman with a big family, like the whole family were going to the beach, and she had a little girl sat on her lap. And I was by the window here. I was just like trying to read like that, and I was floods of tears. And when I finished it, I put it down. I kind of like blinking upwards, and I noticed this girl is looking at me like.
It's horrible, isn't it, though? Because like it makes you feel so weird because they obviously have no idea like why you're crying or why you're crying at a book or anything, and it's so awkward when they keep looking at you because like. It's like this guy, and I felt like he was going to talk to me and say, like, are you okay? Like, you know, what's wrong? And it would have been really awkward for me to like, I'm just crying at my book. Like, you know.
I think that's valid. I think the person asking you how you are, they'd be like, oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah. That's fine. I don't need to, like, call someone.
Yeah. I remember I was home alone, I was reading Marley and Me, and I was on my own at home. My mum, like, I was at a certain age where my mum would, like, call to check up on me. And I had like 10 pages left of Marley and Me, and she called me and I was like, hey, she's like, you're right. I'm just reading Marley and Me.
That book was traumatic. That was so traumatic to read. I was literally so young when I read that.
Yeah.
I was staying up.
I don't want to read it.
It's horrible. Like,
I'm never gonna do that.
I was crying my eyes out under my quilt, my skirt. Trying, my mum came to my room and I was trying to pretend I was asleep, but I was like hyperventilating at the same time. It was not fun.
No. I went through a period when I was like a young teen of reading those kind of books. Like I think I read My Sister's Keeper then as well, and like all these really depressing adult miserable books that just make you cry.
Adult miserable, that's a good genre. See,
I read a lot of those for some reason.
I'm fine. Like, My Sister's Keeper, I love reading things to do with, like, family trauma and, you know, death. But animals? Nah. Especially after I had to rehome my dog. If I were to do anything, if I were to read anything with anything bad to do with a dog, I would just lose my shit.
Yeah, I struggle with animals. Your speaker's gone funny again.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel. Have you got headphones you could put in? I feel like that would probably alleviate.
No, I've only got like my AirPods, so I don't think they're going to be.
AirPods do make a big difference.
Yeah.
I used to use them a lot.
I might be able to.
You can do ASMR if you've got headphones in.
Oh my god, Nicole, Crescent City is basically Zootopia.
Oh my god, that's making me want to read it more than anything else I've ever heard about it.
That
Zootopia's
is
one of my
stunning
favorite
cake.
I'm gonna read it ASAP now. I'm fully going to.
My fingers are tangled. It's stressful.
It'll make all the difference, I'm sure.
I hope so.
Also, I've had like 3 outfit changes on this live. I cannot settle.
Oh my god, how have I not noticed until now?
I had a shirt on, then I put a cardigan on, and then I went to Lou and was like, it's just going to be a hoodie now instead.
Let's see if this works. There's a little hole in my laptop.
Every time I read, my hood like goes like down like this, and I don't know if anyone's noticed that at the end of the reading sprints, I'm just like this.
main.
Right.
Does this make a difference or not?
So much
Yes,
better.
that's so much better.
Oh my
Ew, I
god.
don't like
Hear
this
your
headphones.
beautiful voice.
3
It's so
hours
annoying though
in.
because I've got like my laptop on the windowsill, so this is like stretched so far.
It's
That's
so
probably
much
why.
better.
Maybe it was like too far away from me to pick up my voice properly
But
or
it was
something.
weird because sometimes we could hear you and sometimes it
Yeah.
would crack, like
Mhm.
fully just
Mm.
crack out.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna proper hear me like drinking and stuff though, like
All
We've already
that.
started the ASMR.
yeah,
We've already
true.
started
A
it.
bit of ASMR.
Let's
Why not?
continue it.
Right, what's your comment? 70 pages from finishing the book. God, everyone's getting so close to finishing books. I really need to get a lot more read.
How do you see how much time is left on a book? On your
If you go
Kindle?
on the bottom left and you just keep tapping, it changes like how long's left in the chapter, and then goes to how long's left in the book.
5 minutes left in the chapter. But it's not. Oh, I'll click something. Oh no. I can't remember what page I was on. I've clicked on something and it's gone too big.
Caitlin, what did you just read in that sprint?
I'm still on Vampire Academy.
Same.
I'm now. When we started the live, I was on 28%, and now I'm on 77.
Oh my god, yes.
It's very good.
No, it's such a fast read though, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
it's just one of those books where the writing's just so easy. Like you just literally like you sit and think I'll read 10 minutes and then you've read like 200 pages. Like
And it's just
so
nice
easy.
when you're reading something that's, especially like a fantasy where you're reading something and it doesn't actually matter if you miss things every so often. You
Yeah.
still like keep up and have fun. You don't have to like fully pay attention.
Oh no, I want to reread it now, but it's not been long since I read it. I might have to reread.
Treat
Sure.
yourself.
I don't know how I'm meant to read anything else after just finishing this now because my head's stuck in it.
Volume 2? Just go for volume 2.
Yeah, carry on.
Just binge the whole. Oh, is it volume 3? Then
I don't
three.
know if I want to move on to it yet. I want to kind of savor it because I'm just like
Right
really
before that volume.
I did that.
love it.
I binged them.
Do you know what I
And it
really
was
love
fun.
about it is that it's not the stereotypical like I'm really mad at you for not wanting to come out trope because I hate
Mm.
so badly, and I was like, oh god, please don't go down that route. And yeah, it's just refreshing.
Are we? How long do you reckon we're gonna stay alive for?
I was thinking.
Alive?
Is
I'm gonna die.
Group packed, guys.
I was thinking till 1:30 because I'm pretty tired as well. So I was thinking like maybe squeeze in like a really short sprint if anyone
Nice.
wants it, and then
That.
Yes.
yeah, because I'm pretty sleepy. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm.
My
But I
period
also
pains
kind
are
of
kicking
want to
back in, and I'm like,
Oh
my God.
no.
If anyone needs help with period pains, I discovered Advil today. Incredible.
Ooh.
The American painkiller. Jess just happened to have some from when she was last in America, and I was
Oh
like,
my god.
I've had paracetamol. I need ibuprofen.
Are they
I
out
don't
of
have a-
date?
Huh?
Are they out of date?
Out
When
of
was she in America?
like a year ago.
Ooh.
Painkillers
Chosen
don't go out of
else.
date like within a year, do they? It's like
I don't know,
years.
that's why I asked.
No. They
I'm
usually
pretty
last
sure they
like
last like 5 years or something.
yeah, they usually do have quite a long expiry on them. What
Are
was
you
that?
thinking like Tazmyn felt better because she accidentally got poisoned and she was really high?
She's on the high. We did ask how long we're alive for. So
Yeah.
No!
I'm just
Getting
saying.
all philosophical now. Do you have volume 3 with you, Beth?
I do have volume 3. I'm looking at it. I'm going to resist because I want to space it out, and I don't want to do it. I don't want to space through it
I did binge it, so I can't say anything.
because I've read
Ooh.
Ask
this week.
Beth something.
What?
It's about Scotland.
Yeah, because why? Okay, so Glasgow. I don't understand. I've been told that you don't like Glasgow, but
No, it's not that I
Lauren
don't-
lives there, so
Right, hang on.
I feel like that's superior to all else.
Hang on.
So tell me.
It's not that I don't like Glasgow, but when I visited Lauren, we went to Glasgow and we went to Edinburgh, and I just preferred Edinburgh.
Oh,
I
so
like
she's just
that.
still sad over that.
Yeah, she just wants me to prefer Glasgow. I like both, but I just preferred Edinburgh.
Civil War.
Lauren bought me a cocktail making kit, so she's now threatening to
Lauren was putting in our work chat. She was like, "If you talk about Scotland, you have to mention Glasgow." And I'm like, "What will happen if I mention Glasgow?"
I like Glasgow. I had no issue with Glasgow. It's just that Edinburgh was just a little bit.
Oh.
But it's okay because she can come here and then she can insult the city of Boston or something like that, but she won't because it's Oxford and Oxford is beautiful.
Oh, I love Oxford.
Oh, I
so
love
much.
Oxford. I really want to go back to Oxford. I miss Scotland as well.
Can you please highlight that last? Thank you very much. Oh.
Oop.
This is what daily phone calls gets you. I get thrown in the gutter,
Oh.
discarded.
The Wives. I've not heard of that book before.
Sounds like a thriller. And that's my prediction.
I feel
I need
there's
to
gonna
read
be
some more thrillers this year.
Civil
Haven't
War's
read
gonna
it.
I'm
Any-
getting
happen in
so
the
into
comments.
thrillers.
Thrillers are so bomb. They're so good.
So addicted. They are the guaranteed book where I will not ever want to put it down.
As long as they're
A good thriller that I read earlier in the year is The Guest List. I think that's a really
I
good.
want to read that.
Yeah, that was
Really
really
want
good.
to read that.
By One, I read over Christmas by Ruth Ware, and that was really, really good.
What was it?
Someone put
One
in the
by
comments that they
wanna
bought
read
it
that.
because of you, Beth.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really good. I've got A Good Girl's Guide to Murder is a really good YA thriller.
I want to read that too. That's
Oh my
on
God,
my
that is
list.
so good. It's quite pleasing because it's set in UK villages, so it's.
Ooh.
I live in a UK village.
I was because it's actually like I live in an area that's monitored by the Thames Valley Police. That's like what our police system's called. And I'm reading this book, and it says about the Thames Valley Police, and I'm like, is it near me? I'm on this book. Turns out it's fictional, but like it's in my area. It's got me very
I love
excited.
it when that happens.
Yeah.
There are loads of things like in Bridgerton, in the show, I don't know if they do in the book, but they mention Vauxhall, and that's where I live at the moment. And in Sherlock, in one of the first two books, I can't remember which one, they mentioned the exact road that I live on, and I was like, oh my god,
That's
but then, of
so
course,
cool.
back then 200 years ago, because I live on like a really main road, especially for going in and out of central London, it like where I am now it's very much the centre because of how massive London is, but that was like the outskirts back then.
Mm-hmm.
Like they left London via this road, and I'm like, hang on.
I love
Nobody
that.
mentions Yorkshire.
So cool.
I'm yet to read a book that has Yorkshire in it.
If
Oh,
it
places I've cried in,
you might find one if there was anything like that fictionalized.
Places I've cried in public by Holly Bourne is some of it set in Yorkshire, I think.
Ooh, I think I have that book. I'm sure I do.
I think some of it set. Our main character is from Yorkshire. I can't remember.
There you go, Holly.
Oh my god, I'm a main character from Yorkshire.
Keep an eye out on this. You do get very excited. Like I was looking at books for my wish list a while ago, and I came across one that's set in Marlborough, which is a very small village town that is in between where I live at the moment and where my family live. And I've known it my whole life, and I was like, Marlborough. So of course I put the book on my wish list just purely for that reason.
Oh, I've never
Rick
ever
said
heard.
read a book about Harold Shipman, and Harold Shipman killed people in my town. So there's my
Oh,
claim
was
to
he the York
fame.
Ripper?
There you
Was that the
go.
York Ripper?
No, Harold
Oh.
Shipman was a doctor who liked to kill old
Oh,
women.
yeah, I remember
And
that one.
his doctors got knocked down the road from me.
Nice.
Oh my god.
You wanted something very cool.
Was he one of the people that like murdered, like, or like unplugged their life support, or?
I think he like slipped him a little something in their prescriptions because he was a doctor. Yeah.
Very true.
Cheeky.
Do you guys want to start the last sprint? Do like 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Are we good? All right, okay. Let me put the screen up again.
Oh, I nearly clicked leave studio instead of mute.
Oh my god, is it Malibu Rising time?
It's happening.
Prepared to see Beth crying in the corner. Just like, pure joy.
I'm just gonna watch Beth the whole time.
Part one.
I don't know if anyone actually heard that beat then or not.
Oh no.
I just
I finished my book.
Yay! Well done. Let me just turn this screen off. I forgot that was still on there. There we go. Yay.
How was it?
Oh my god.
I gave it 3.5. I don't think I was the audience for it, but I still enjoyed it nonetheless. So.
I
This
have
motherfucker is getting saucy.
Yeah,
Wow.
the halfway mark, stunning.
Yeah, the like when they kiss for the first time, like all they do is kiss, and yet it's making me feel everything in my whole body. It's amazing.
Do you say you finished yours, Meg?
I've got 2 pages left, and I've just had the biggest plot twist ever. And I was just,
Oh my
I wasn't expecting that because it was so sad. And then I was just like, oh god.
Oh my god, no.
Oh my god, just. I feel so sorry for everyone.
What?
Meg, is it a standalone book?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
It's a historical fiction love story set in World War II. It's about a circus, but it's not really about the circus anymore. But oh my god, I wasn't expecting that.
What's it called again?
The Ringmaster's Daughter.
I really like circus books, so I'm gonna add that.
It's really beautiful, is how I would describe it. It's a really beautiful story.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna look it up. Thank you.
I recommend it.
Actually loving Akatar. Yay! Oh, Beth, did you start Malibu Rising then?
I did. I'm 20 pages in.
Verdict so far?
She can write characters so well. Like so well, but also I think one of the perks of her books is they're always about like the rich and famous and beautiful, and you just want to read it because
it's fascinating. Yeah,
like usually all her characters are in some way a mess, and I think that's probably going to be how this goes. But like, she writes such compelling characters that I'm already enjoying it. And one of the weird things is I don't know if it's because it's an arc or not, but like, right, so you'd think that would be the end of a chapter, right? That's the next page.
Oh.
But then it's like it's all set to times. So then I've got like an 8 o'clock. So I don't know if it's missing chapter headings because it's an arc, or if there isn't actually chapter headings in it in the same way, and it's just breaking in the middle. So I hope that it's not a format issue, because that often, like I think with the Burning God, I had an e-arc of that, and the formatting was awful, and it really affected my reading experience for it because it was just breaking up the line in the middle and it was dropping it down.
Yeah.
It was really hard to read it properly, but it's good. So I don't have a bookmark now, so I'm just holding it.
Less than 50 pages of Black Flamingo. Oh my god, this book is amazing. Yeah, I really
I've had it for ages.
It's such a quick read because it's all in prose as well. It's just so it's so addictive.
I love books in verse.
Yeah.
Same.
Read Sarah Crossan.
Yeah.
Everyone.
I read one by her in one sitting, and that was as in like the book one, and that just destroyed me.
Right. Is that the only one that you've read by her?
I tried to read one that slipped my neck. It was a newer one. Something about bees or something.
Oh, her adult one.
I know which one you mean.
Yes, and oh my god, I was so disappointed. I read about half of it and I put it down because I can't bear cheating storylines.
Right.
And it was all
I
centered
love
around
reading
that.
about affairs. Like,
Oh,
it's
I
one of my
hate
favourite things. It's so good.
How did I know you were that, Caitlin?
I want all the millions.
Couldn't keep going with it. It made me feel I think because I've experienced stuff like that on a personal level, whenever I read it, I'm just like, I hate you all.
Yeah.
So I just couldn't
I think
do it.
because I obviously hope that I would never be involved in something like that in real life. I love to read about it because it's like, I know I'm safe, so I want to experience other people's pain on the page. I'm reading The Duke and I, which is the book that the Bridgerton TV series was based off of.
I really need to watch that.
Oh my god, you do, and then you need to message me constantly. Thank you very much.
I know, I am going to watch it soon.
It's not the kind of thing I'd normally watch, but I like the idea that it's got the modern, like the music entwined with it.
Yeah, the music's stunning. It's like all the benefits of period drama, but it's also like funny and raunchy. So it's like everything.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
the
okay.
violin version of Thank You Next being played at a ball. Yes.
What? Oh my god, no way.
Wildest
Oh.
Dreams is like the most amazing thing ever.
Oh my god.
It's stunning. Have you
That
looked
is-
into the costumes and stuff about it? I saw
No.
something on Instagram that came up, and they were making costumes for 5 months before they started filming, which is a lot of time,
Oh my
even for
God.
something
Yeah.
of that scale. And the main character, Daphne, she has approximately double the amount of costumes that a protagonist of that sort of show would usually have. Like,
Wow.
ridiculous. And they're all handmade as well. They had over 7,000 individual items, I think 5,000 of which made it to the screen. Like, it's incredible.
That's absolutely crazy. Imagine the budget they must have had for that.
Yeah.
So big.
Shows at the moment. I was looking at the trivia for WandaVision, and they've
Oh,
got
yeah.
£25 million or dollars an episode.
Wow.
25 million and
How
that
long are the episodes?
half an
I'm
hour.
starting it soon. I'm so excited.
Oh my goodness.
I'm waiting until it's all out. I didn't know it was going to be one a week. I can't deal with that.
2 a week.
Oh,
2
is
a
it?
week, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'll find my chapter now.
Yeah, it's. I kind of want to wait, but at the same time, I've started.
I
now.
don't want to wait. Yeah, I don't want to wait at all.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to start it.
I'm on chapter 28, by the way. Sorry. Whoever just asked that.
I've started reading the Marvel comics, and my friends, Meg and her boyfriend Tom, they're massively into the comics, so they're like helping me guide me through it. Because
Me
like there's just
too.
so much. It's like, where the fuck do you start? you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And they told me about the House of M storyline, which is what.
That's my
WandaVision
favorite
is
Marvel
about.
comic book ever.
I
Oh my
haven't
gosh.
read them yet. I need to read
So
them.
good.
And
Oh
then
my
so they
god.
told me about it, and then WandaVision was announced, and I messaged them and I was like, "Is this the thing you were telling me about that happened after that thing because of that?" And they were like, "Yes, it is. Oh my god!" So excited.
Oh no, House of M is absolutely amazing. If you like House of M, you should read Astonishing X-Men as well. It's really, really good.
Oh, I haven't read any X-Men ones.
I've
It's
not
so
read any of
good.
the comics. I think I've had a revelation now because somebody messaged me on Instagram with what I thought was a huge spoiler for WandaVision. I'm not going to say it, but they basically told me like the concept of the whole thing that completely ruined it for me.
Yeah.
And I think that they were telling me that from the comics, maybe, because I said
Yeah.
it's a spoiler, and they
Probably.
said they thought it was well known, but I didn't know it. So I feel like I've kind of had it ruined for me a little bit, which is
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah. Oh, that's really shit.
Yeah,
I
I've
always
had it with a
think,
couple
'cause
of things.
you never know when people adapt things if it's going to be exactly the same as the original, so don't say
Yeah.
anything, you know.
Yeah, just
like,
don't speak.
It's
Yeah,
such
but-
bad manners.
There's a book and a film adaptation that I'm not going to say what it is, but I've seen a couple of people saying the ending of the film is different from the end of the book, and I'm like, even telling me that is a spoiler.
Yeah.
because then
It's a
I know-
spoiler in itself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm the kind of person that doesn't want to know if there's a plot twist because I think then I'll look for the plot twist and expect.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah. It takes the element of surprise away, doesn't it, when you know there's a plot twist?
Yeah,
See, I never like see it coming. Well, I guess it depends on how well the writing is. But say, for example, there's like a TV show, not book, but same principle. I knew about some of the deaths in Game of Thrones, and I even knew like where and when they happened, but I was so engrossed in the episode that I completely forgot, and then it happened, and I was like, "Fuck! I knew about that, and yet I'm still crying."
yeah.
What?
I annoy myself because I am painfully good at guessing whoddonits on TV shows or films. To the point where my family have now banned me from even announcing my guess because so I'm no longer even allowed to declare who I think did it anymore.
I feel like I look for plot twists in things too much
Yeah.
now. Like, I'm reading
Yeah.
Blood and Ash now, and I'm just getting suspicious over a certain character. Like, you're going to turn out to be an asshole, like, or something. Like, I'm just expecting, like, something.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
No, I
Every
feel-
single time now I read something, though, I'm, like, actively looking for a plot twist in it every single time. And
Yeah.
it's kind of annoying.
I think I start doing that as well. Just because you kind of expect, like, if a book's going smoothly, you're like, no, there's something, no.
Too good to be true. Something's
Yeah.
gonna go wrong. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally, like, all the time. Like, I'm just expecting a certain character to mess up in here. I hope my suspicions aren't right, but I've got a feeling, and I don't like it.
It's like when something majorly plot twisty or upsetting happens, you're like, why did that happen? I wish it didn't happen, but also the book is so much better now because it happened.
Yeah.
I'd rather that than like it falls into a more common trope. I feel like books are avoiding the obvious stuff more and more now. Like new releases aren't going down that route. Like I think I put on Twitter the other day that I'm so sick of the trope of like, I've kept a secret from you, now you found out, and now you're really mad at me.
Yeah.
Like, it's such an annoying in TV as well when it does it. I can't bear it. It's like,
Yeah.
and it's the people like, I'm not going to talk to you for weeks now. We're going to have proper makeup, and I'm like, ah.
That annoys
It just
me
gets
so much.
boring.
It's like when people lack of communication.
I
is
hate
something
that.
just pisses me off so much in any
Just
form
stop.
of anything. Literally, use your mouth. Stupid. Stupid.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
don't
Understand.
understand when someone wants to keep something private as well. Like,
Yeah.
ugh.
But annoyingly, a lot of people are like that in real life, right? It's
Yeah.
so I get where it
Communication.
comes from, but also you're a dick.
I'm very much like a leave things be, let things go kind of person in real life. So whenever people are just over the top in books, I'm like, stop it now, get over
Yeah.
it. Like, for sure.
It's so annoying as well when you can tell like something's gonna happen and the main character, like the person who's wrote the book is making the main character do everything possible to like not put themselves on the right path, if that makes sense. Like you know what, like they're deliberately making sure that this certain plot twist happens and it's just too obvious and you just like end up hating the character because they're just being absolutely stupid throughout the whole book just so this one plot twist can happen, and I hate that so much. Like it's so common in YA books as well.
Yeah, I think this is what I'm getting slightly more into adult books rather than YA at the moment, because A, the older I get, the less I can relate to the characters, like the romance, 16-year-olds at school and stuff. And B, I just feel like they're generally grabbing me more because they're less predictable.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And less dense. Like, I don't know. It depends me because sometimes I just want to read a YA book because it's like quick to read, it's trashy, and it's just pure entertainment. And then other times I want to read something that's more complex and it's like making me think. Like, do you know what I mean? Like properly, like actually use my brain.
I definitely am preferring adult contemporaries like that. I'll definitely still read contemporaries. I mean, like Alice Osman, I enjoy a lot. But yeah, when it gets to a point when you're reading about a teen sex scene at school, and I'm like,
yeah, a bit weird.
You feel like a perv, right? Isn't that what reading about that? It's just like, oh no,
it's weird. Yeah. Like, I'm 25, and like the character's like 10 years younger than me at times.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. Whereas if you read an adult sex scene, you're like, yes.
Yeah.
Then I just want to say I stand with Nicole, and I love her response.
Yes.
They're covered.
Oh yeah.
I saw that.
I didn't even see those comments.
Wait, I
Go on, Nicole.
Get her.
I think the person though was like, oh, I'm scared to become a booktuber because I'm a guy, and like just do it. If you want to be a booktuber, like everyone can 100%. Be a booktuber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no specifications. Just go for it.
Someone like Gavin, like great fun.
Yeah, like there aren't as many male booktubers, but like become one.
Change it.
You know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Become one and increase the number.
Exactly. But also absolutely yes to Nicole's comment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm Joel. I like Joel's channel. Joel's channel's fun. All right. Well, I'm getting tired, so. Do you guys mind if we wrap up the live show here?
Yes,
or... Because my eyelids are literally stinging right now. So I'm hoping I'm actually gonna sleep now, but we shall see. But yes, thank you all for coming on. It's been really, really fun. And I hope you all got lots of reading done.
Oh, so much. Yes.
A whole book.
Yeah.
And you started an anticipated release as well.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no, thank you for having us. It's been really fun.
Yeah, thank you for inviting us.
If anybody else wants to do sprinting tomorrow, I'm hosting a reading sprint on my channel at 3 p.m. And Lauren from Fiction Tea, who was in the comments harassing everybody about Glasgow, she's going to be
funny that I can come and harass her back.
Oh, how the tables have turned. Well, thank you very much, guys. It's been fun, and we'll have to do it again sometime as well. But yeah, and thank you for everyone who came and watched as well and joined in. It's been fun. But Yeah, we'll see you all soon. Bye.
Bye.